Hey guys, it's Christmas. It's a week after Christmas, but it's New Year's. It's a couple days before New Year's. Happy early and late holidays. I'm kind of like in between, like hanging out with family. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't want to do 2 weeks of no videos, and so I just went through scouring a couple of different sites, Twitter, etc., etc., try and find a sick list. And I found one obviously on Digimon Meta by Tsurugi from Japan. Got second place in a 3v3 with this list. I had to try it out. Unfortunately, this deck screams something that I am interested in. So funny, the style of deck this is. Do I think it's going to be good? Well, as I look at it, let's go with the card by card. And I will try to explain what my understanding of the list is after looking at it for like 4 minutes. So, for Koromon is like the go-to low-level, just rookie beat 'em up, try to get some draw and value out of my rookies. 4 Solarmon are great just to hit different kinds of decks that exist in the current format. Red is given the option of so many different floodgates. We also have Gatsu, we've got... oh gosh, give me a second, I can think of their name real quick. Hold on. It's Blue Flare. It's not their level 3. It's not their specific level 3, but it is Gaussmon. Gaussmon, that's this guy. Also, your opponent can't reduce Digivolution costs. And I think there's another red level 3 that says all turns. The Shamanmon. Your opponent can't gain memory except by tamer effects. There are a couple of really interesting floodgates you can run on the spot. Obviously, Gatsumon has some of the biggest upside in the current format with everything wanting to play by effect, but it also has anti-synergy with the list. Shamanmon, I think, is powerful in what it can do. However, it also can just do nothing if your opponent doesn't need the excess memory. Like, for example, against Huddy, they get most of the memory from Tamers, and then they don't really need the memory because they're able to cheat the evolution by just going back into Huddy, playing out a guy, and then DNAing again, which the Gaussmon also won't help us with. Whereas Solar has a lot of application. It has some anti-synergy with Maid mode, but we aren't playing Maid mode. We're just hard slamming Sakuya Ace, using a red option for free, or using Amethyst in order to protect ourselves, and kind of going from there as we rookie rush, try to get a lot of advantage and do stuff. So like you're on 4 Uko, and then the 1-up promo, playing 4 Sakuyamon X antibody, because we're just, again, Sakuya Ace, if it sticks, we're gonna swing out. We're gonna swing out. We're gonna swing for 2, Digivolve into this, swing for 1, unsuspend, swing for another 1. That's 4 checks right there. And that feels fine. We also have decent removal in Niabutmon. If we get to keep the Sakuya Ace and the token on board, we can swing with the Sakuya, trigger it again to get a second token, so that's 3 bodies. Evo into Sakuya X, it's 4 bodies, and then Evo into Niabutmon, so that's a total of 4 bodies on board, which will mean a minus 12k DP reduction to something. My initial gut reaction is maybe going Ruin mode might be better. I understand that you'll lose the memory off the Ace, but also I don't think I care. Thoughts? We're playing 4 Digimon Emperor, try and slow our opponent down as well as get some extra draw. Again, we're trying to cycle a whole bunch. 4 Crimson Blaze, this is our Gatsumon basically in the deck. It serves so much, using it preemptively and reactively. 4 of the offensive plugin V. You can actually make pretty good use of this if you end up having to pass turn on one of your bodies. Funnily enough, it works with Rune mode quite well. I'm assuming it works decently with Nabu, but probably doesn't matter too much. 4 Vermilion memory boost. We're looking for the red and yellow side of things, which is why we are not running the red memory boost. We're running one of the old offensive plugin. 4 Fireball, 4 Hero to the Sky, and a Gravity Crush. These 2 options are just for some more draw and maybe some removal in the case of Fireball, though you're probably just going to be wanting to draw with it most of the time. Gravity Crush to try and, like, I'm assuming, do some amount of combos, and then Amethyst Mandala is just a crazy card that you are going to want, as well as is the card that will allow your Sakuya Ace to stick most readily. I'm not exactly sure if you're going to be wanting to play the Sakuya Ace, like, say, turn 1, and then just going from there, or waiting until you have an Amethyst as some means of protecting yourself to some extent. But yeah, this will be... It is called Sakuya Sekcon. So, you know, I'm going to keep the name as it is. I think it's telling. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in the games, and hopefully the deck performs. I'm not sold yet. We're doing live commentary again today because, again, it's the holidays. I got things moving, unfortunately. We are going first. We do have double solar, so it's double rookie, as well as Heroes for the Skies, but I think I want Ukos. I want to see the Sakuya in hand. I'm gonna mulligan. See if we can get something a little bit better. We got something so much worse. Wow. Wow. That's awful. We hate to see it, genuinely. But this is a great test, because we can just go this into the option. Yeah, so we apply a Pipeflox token, and then... Oh, right. This doesn't play any option. This plays specific options. Huh. Right, I forgot this new stuff doesn't work with generic options. This is disturbing. I'm perturbed, and the reason for that is because what's the plan now? I guess it really is just wait for Amethyst then in this scenario. So then we should have just Vermilion memory boosted. It doesn't look like my opponent's going to be able to punish me because they're on Atmon, and from my understanding, Atmon is more of a combo kill you kind of style deck, less of a remove your opponent's board every turn style deck. And that feels pretty good. I'm actually quite happy right now with my current situation. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything that they can do from here. Okay, they're just getting a lot of value out. We might just put them to 4. We could put them to 1. What's his option do? Here's we got Mons spend play Elite 1 ammo and what do you do? I mean, alright. We're in an alliance with this guy. Like, we could swing with him, but also, like, I kind of like having a blocker up to just try and defend to some extent, even though it's kind of weak. And then we'll use the option. We will tuck underneath the Sakuya Ace, and we'll get rid of... I think Navi is a little bit weaker. Or stronger, I mean. So we'll get rid of that guy, do 2 checks. Hit the Tamer, that sucks. That is a memory setter. That is unfortunate. But that does mean that we can just be as memory efficient as possible. And then they get this guy. Okay, well this is... Huh. Well, we're gonna hear this, guys. We're gonna draw 2. And... let's just Crimson Blaze for 4. Fuck it. Okay, we'll just clear his board. We can't play bodies. I think there's a couple of different Atmon decks that like playing bodies. So preventing him from doing that might actually be meaningful. Potentially. Potentially not. We have a lot of gas, in quotation marks, though we have no way of realistically using it. He will link in an Navi and then probably App will evolve. Getting that Tamer is a little annoying, but technically we have lethal next turn if he doesn't do something about the board. He does something about the board. I'm not sure what my outs are anymore, though. Okay, so yeah, he does get Gaia. Yeah. Does this guy get rid of bodies? When did you want to card the Amon Jade? Oh, that's when you're joining Link, but it's yeah, like it doesn't technically. Evo for 2 there. Bit unfortunate for him. Going to gain a memory. Okay, but this isn't in archetype in the same way, right? I don't think Gossipmon is from his line, but it might be. Or he might be going into a different line. Into totality? Sociamon. He can get a memory here. And then draw one as well. And then app fuse for free. If you would like to. He does get the app fuse blocker on play with digital link. Might link 104 lowers. Cost when digital link is linked when you attacks to turn N. Does it have retail? No, it doesn't. But he will be able to gain back a memory with the Haru, so he'll be able to keep turn. Which is a little frustrating. He chose not to keep turn. I mean, yeah. An alliance with a new body out. Do 2 checks. Start threatening lethal. Gosh. I'm getting another free body is really annoying. And we are flooded with options. I mean, I guess our security... This is called SecCon for a reason, so our security could just very well save us. Which is a true statement. We will whiff. Oh, wait, we get yellow cards. Right, okay. And then you'll just bottom deck these 2. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think he's gonna kill my level 6. However, I do just have 3 tokens that are also kind of annoying. I'm not sure how good they are at removing bodies. Huh. Cherismon, I don't... Does he go into Gaia? Can I find Gaia again real quick? It shouldn't be too far up, right? Surely, smile. Okay. That's a little annoying. That's my card. And you use it against me. So that's kind of fucked up. That also means that this card is now useless if I can't defend myself in a meaningful way. And I can't find Gaia, and I think Gaia is gonna kill me. So, subpar. Honestly, not the best. Surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Surely not. Surely nothing bad is going to happen to me. I'm gonna come back to my turn. I'm gonna be able to keep this ace on board for the longest time possible. And we'll be able to go from there. Gonna link to just draw a card. And then draw another card. And get a memory. Not bad. It's not bad. Basically, say free cycle into Gaimon, most obviously. Yeah. You can link from hand or sources. This guy protects. What are we looking for here? What are we gonna go into? You obviously want to get rid of this guy, right? Okay, you're gonna trash my top security card then. If that's it, I'm feeling secure. I'm feeling a little secure. Okay. Well then. Yeah, I don't feel nearly as bad now. We're gonna Evo for 1. Get out a token is what I would say. If we could get out a token. Unfortunately, we cannot. Right. That is something that happens. Let's go ahead and use another Vermilion memory boost. Get another Sakuya X. Bit unfortunate. Bit just a tiny bit unfortunate. Yeah. Like we could have Crimson Blaze before the Uko, but that, what are we accomplishing here, you know? What are we trying to do here? You get rid of Gossip. Do we care? No. We realistically can't kill the guy either. And we could just triple set up another Vermilion. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Alright, whiff again. Alright, so I'm noticing a problem. I feel like we've whiffed on most of these. We could swing in and do what? Literally nothing, because we can't play out any of the options. Great. No, we're not going to. Smart. Intelligent, even. Wow. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm like, do we have a realistic out? And the answer is no, right? We don't have an out to that huge man in front of us. And that sucks. Niabu was like the only way, and then they Crimson Blaze. So it actually didn't work. Man, the fact that this Sakuya can't use out our options in hand actually feels pretty sad. It feels pretty unfortunate. On the bright side, we have a lot of... Is this security control, right? Because if they hit this guy in security, this just goes to hand. They hit this guy in security. We activate the main effect, which could matter. It might just give some draw. This just goes to the battle area. This does matter. Amethyst can work as well. But as we start kind of going through everything, I'm seeing an issue. And that issue happens to be... We are realistically low on options with lots of draw and value. We have huge amounts of value. Pretty solid amounts of draw in a unique sense of like we can just like +1 off of most of our options. However, I'm you know what, actually, hold on. Let's pause. Let's think about this. He's swinging at me. I'm talking negatively. We have him on 1 security. This level 6 ace has been on board the whole game with no mandala protecting it. So maybe I'm being a Debbie Downer. This is the promo one, right? No, this is the structure deck one. From the same deck as my stuff is from. Okay. Raid. He didn't raid into it. He will trash security. He might still raid into me. He did not. Not raided. And 2 of our 5 security in our deck full of insane amounts of gamers and options has not hit. Much man there. He should raid into me. Yeah. You absolutely should be raiding into me here. There is no question in my mind that fact. We could not get out in their Pipe Fox token because he was too big. Because we would have been 13k, swing in, plus 6, 19k. Yeah, he would have been 20. So, He is tucking a... He tucked one of these two. I don't remember which one. But... He does have piercings, so he'll do the check here. Overflow 4. Amethyst. That's funny. Very funny, in fact. Yeah, it's this guy for sure. It's the Dogosh for sure. Like, we could have hit the Gaia and potentially been like, oh, well, we'll be able to do something in the future. But I don't think that is the play, unfortunately. Swing, unsuspend, trash. Swing, 1 check, trash, unsuspend. So this guy is lethal on board. We need a way to stop him. And currently I don't know that we have one. This guy is being annoying now. He's gonna be able to do 2 checks to me, and that will put me on 0 security, which will mean the trashing effect of Gaia doesn't matter. And that honestly might be better for me, depending on what my security is. In checking my security might just be beneficial. I am trying to think about what could be in my security that would be beneficial. Bella Mandala would get rid of the level 5. Pyro Sphere, or Fireball, draws me 2. Offensive plugin deletes stuff. Offensive plugin, the last 2 cards are both offensive plugins. Those are the best 2 options for me in this scenario. Unlikely, but not impossible. And Uko will also let me search. Like, if we hit another Sakuya, maybe life is okay. Maybe life is chill. He's gonna link without paying the cost of fuck me. We need it to be something. Anything. Please give me... I lost. No, I lost. Because now he's gonna app fuse into Gaiamon for free. Fuck. It needed to be... My security was actually nothing. Wait. Guys, this is security control. I have got nothing in security. What the hell? This is a fucked up world we live in. A fucked up world we live in. Okay, alright. We'll try it again. Alright, I made a change. Okay, this is, this is different, obviously. What the style which I'm interacting with this deck is completely different than I normally would. Just to clarify, I immediately made a change. I love Badebud. I love this card so much. I would love to be able to go into it. It just feels good. I would love to be able to go into it. And then I'm also trying out the Ace Main mode because just you can use a single color cost level 5 cost or lower option for your head as your top security card, and that seems decent for stuff. So we cut 2 of the Sakuya X body and 2 of the Hero guys, and we're gonna see how it feels. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're gonna mulligan this hand for I'm going first. It could be fine to just hatch and Digimon Emperor. Now we're in Mulligan. Unfortunately, you guys missed a win against a CS deck, not Huddy, just a CS like amalgamation, because my fire alarm went off during it, and I hard played a maid mode for 11 like on turn 2, and had an Amethyst backing it up, and it went fantastic actually. We outed their board on their turn. There wasn't anything they'd end up able to do, and we just kind of won from there, and that felt good. So yeah, I think I was right to add the maid mode. From here, we might only get a second game. I'm running out of time. Vaccine. Mastemon. I think Sakuya actually has a bit of a harder time against Mastemon normally. So this will be interesting. Let's go ahead and attack. Can't reduce play costs without paying the cost. I don't think that this works the way I would like it to, so let's go ahead and swing in, get a check-in. Hitting that Gatomon honestly feels pretty good because it's like 2 memory we just stole from our opponent. And now, I will always love you. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Thoughts? Because I think we kind of fuck it and ball. Get out a Amethyst, a Pipe Fox, and chill. Because we're just a big chiller, dog. We're big chillin', piss chillin', having a good time. My opponent promotes. They did lose a level 4. Let's see if they end up hitting Insecurity. I know they don't play an insane amount, so it's totally possible they do. In fact, I would say about like a 50-50 at this rate. Because I think they play like 6 or 8 level 4s on average. They did whiff, which feels good. That feels good. We've got options. We're gonna swing into security. When attacking, we're gonna get a Pipe Fox token, use another Amethyst, and then Alliance with the new Pipe Fox. We're trying to get some checks in. 13k, easy peasy. 1k, easy peasy. Getting these bodies out of security actually is impactful as well, because of the fact that they usually try to interact with their security to some extent. So them running out at this point, I can Evo for 1 into maid mode for some extra removal, use the effect, no selection because we don't need to, Evo for 0 in the back, and then go Vermilion. Then this triggers off of any option. We're gonna take the Sakuya. This triggers off of any option, so we're gonna trash the last card in their security, whatever it may be. It was another honesty. So now it's just a rookie in security. They're on 1 security. They have double Mirai, which means they're gonna be at 4 memory. There is a Gatomon they can play out for 4. So it might have been better to just pass them to an obscene amount of memory and then Crimson Blaze. Or perhaps not. This one was also very quick. I might just play another one. Yeah, wow, okay. We'll get a 3rd game in. Sure, why not? Okay, well, I immediately scooped a game because it was against the mirror. I don't know what other sicko is on here playing the mirror, but you need to get your headset straight, because I'm playing this because I'm a sicko. You're playing this because you're a sicko. We are not the same. Jess? No, not Jess. It is Gamma. Gammamon. Okay. That is interesting. I know very little about what these cards do. So we could be in a predicament or in a good spot. I don't know. I guess we'll find out off of our draw here. Give me something cool. Okay. Give me this guy. So the funny thing is, we could Gravity Crush Maybo, offensive plug-in, pop his guy, go from there, but we don't have any protection from Mandala, so we're just gonna pass turn. We are gonna pass turn, unfortunately. If we had Mandala, I would have done it. I just want to let it be done. It's not that I'm a coward. I would have done it if we had Mandala. Unfortunately, we don't. So there is no reason to do that. Like, it will just leave. Or why are you playing two different arts here, bud? This guy's a freak. This guy's a sick freak. Two different arts of the same card in your deck. You're a sicko. Does your family know? Does your family know? Oh, well, I mean, if I must. Wow. That is certainly tempting. We get a draw. I'm doing it. I have no hesitation in this currently. We will be using the Amethyst Mandala in hand, and we will be getting rid of one of your bodies, trashing their security. Quite easily, no issues whatsoever, genuinely. Get rid of the fancier art. We will still 2 memory from them. Look at that. Even, like, just cheapening my stuff already. That just feels good. When you draw and trash 2 cards in your deck, you may play 1 Digimon card again. One on his name. Trash is bottom Digivolution card. Into Cannon Weissmon. Cannon Weiss. Focus 1 card with Gamamon in his text from your hand. Is delete one of your opponent's most secondary list. DP. My rookie, which is fine. Not rest. Do you know what's so fucked up? We're gonna hatch. If we don't have enough memory, we're probably gonna Gravity Crush Vermilion, look for a rookie, and then if we have 1 memory, we're gonna put them to 10 with the second made mode, use the option, bottom deck 2 things, delete something else. Like, that actually is the move if this made mode is not removed. Arcturus. I'm gonna place 1 Digimon card with Gamma on his text mode, delete 1 Digimon level less than or equal to the number of Digimon sources. You may return 1 Digimon card. Okay, does this have protection? All turns Digimon leave out area by protection 2 Digimon cards. Alright, doesn't. Return 3. So it'll trash. Assuming it keeps raid. Yeah. Okay. We will use the effect then of Amethyst to protect. We will actually give minus 9k to the Arcturus since it has raid and protection. It has raid and protection, so we're just gonna put it on 4k. What happens there, if we get rid of this body, then it just trashes 3, then it can just swing over the maid mode, and that makes life very difficult. He's still raiding. I didn't read the deletion effects of this guy. Maybe change your trash, and you may play if I charge 1 serious one in hand, you may play 1 Proximon from your hand without paying the cost. Oh, well. You know, that is something that might just happen to me right now. But it might not. Still processing effects. In a memory. Getting the on play here. Do you have Proximon? He doesn't. Okay, good. That's good. He did get some other deletions, but we're still chilling. Required one of your opponents to Digimon collision and start of main phase Digimon attacks until their turn ends. On deletion, you play 1 Cannon Weissmon or 1 level 4 or lower guy. Okay. So we will be swinging and dying, which sucks, but is something we kind of just gotta work with, unfortunately. Does go into series, which allows you by placing 1 card with Gamamon. You want to put the lowest DP. He is out that. Honestly, guys, what if I just did it again? Thoughts? Yeah, I think that's the move. We're in a Vermilion, see if we can hit a rookie. We do. That feels pretty good. He doesn't have protection. So we're gonna Evo in the back, the Solar. Go Grav Crush. We're already putting him to 10, so who gives a fuck? And just go from there. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck yeah, bud. It's Link, and then we'll delete the little guy. And then draw a card, why not? And then get rid of this guy. I banish you. Oh, I can't banish him. He's gonna protect himself. Will you move by your opponent's back by treasuring 3 cards from this? Will you with Gamamon advanced text? This guy has Gamamon in its text. Well, I don't know why you couldn't protect it. Maybe he just didn't care? I gave him 10 memory. Maybe he just feels like, I don't give a fuck. You gave me 10, dog. I'm sending it. You're getting sent. I'm getting rid of your body again. And to be fair, he definitely can't. He definitely can't get rid of this. There's enough removal in his deck that I am for sure cooked should anything happen. And that's unfortunate, but there's not much I can really do about it. Yeah. If it lives, great spot. I'm starting to think it's not going to live. 5 differently named, and delete when it puts this much less DPS. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there she goes. And then swing in. Crimson Blaze, not super helpful right now. In fact, I don't know if they play by effect at all. Other than their deletion, right? Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's just a little bit unfortunate. You can go to 3, get out a second amp. Yeah, that's the move. We swing in, get the check. Are you fucking shitting me? God damn it. Also, different art for the same guy. This guy's a freak. We will Digivolve. We'll get out Digimon Emperor. This is annoying. This is frustrating. Yeah. Got 2 hero Amananokawas for free from that. And that feels a bit bad. Doesn't want to give me 4 memory from the Digimon Emperor though, which is fair. I mean, you would be able to keep turn. Honestly, wouldn't have been that bad. He gets rid of the Solar. I don't mind at all. I'm expecting this guy to die. Let him out here to die. I swung with him to die. I just wanted the extra draw. We're gonna hatch. We're gonna get this red source back up. We're gonna be able to fireball and then kind of go from there. But the problem is that I mean, it really comes out of our security. Like, we need to hit something crazy in our security in order to even have a chance here. And that is it. That will get rid of the guy, but he will protect it. And nonetheless, though, that still is something as more than nothing. And then a Vermilion. That is also really nice. Okay. He is running out of cards now. This no longer draws, and that sucks. This now draws again, and that's good. I mean, he's getting close to deck out. It might be the Secon angle of decking things out. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate. I would have loved an Amethyst. Okay, well, I mean, I did hit an Amethyst. I did get exactly what I wanted. We will Evo into Solar in the back. And then we are going to Fireball. And if these two draws... Okay, I mean, it might still save us. Hero to the Skies. Draw 2 more, please. Okay. Well. Unfortunate. And we can't even Amethyst as a means of, like, trying to defend ourselves. So, yeah. Well, let's see. What could save us here? Nothing. Right. Right. Pip, pip, cheerio. We will cry. Play our Solar and pass. We'll let them get his thing. This is the last game, so we'll let them do whatever it is they want to do. Yeah, the deck is funny. It's super funny. There's gotta be better options to be playing, though. Like, I feel like we definitely don't want to be playing this card. Like, yeah, I can let you kill your opponent randomly out of nowhere, but at the same time, it doesn't seem super practical or useful. The Emperors are good. Not sold on the Niaboots, because it requires you to have level 6 on board in order to use, and then, I mean, Maid Mode and Ace are super powerful base anyways, like, you don't really want to get rid of them. Amethysts are crazy. I love them. You not being able to play them consistently feels bad, though. I mean, you're only really going to be wanting to play them whenever you can play them off of the level 6s anyways. Maid Mode, the only game I won was with the Maid Mode game, and that was funny. And then the last card, yeah. Yeah, there's, you could say, like, maybe I'm getting a little bit unlucky with my security, but at the same time, it's like, realistically, here, we're just going to get right into the deck profile. I'm not even going to stop recording. We're just going to get right into the deck profile. Realistically, right, guys, let's look at this. And we'll just look at the base list as well prior, where we just replace these back to what they were, and then we'll get back the double Hero of the Skies. And even then, it doesn't feel fantastic. Because what are our realistic ways of surviving right now? Well, it's Crimson Blaze. Crimson Blaze, and then offensive plug-in V. Everything else is kind of superfluous as a means of surviving. Amethyst Mandalas are an interesting scenario where, yes, you can use them in security, in the sense of, like, they can be face down security and then you hit them and then minus 9k, and that can matter a lot, honestly. Minus 9k debuff to one of your opponents to one randomly can matter. Though the card's obviously significantly stronger when it's face up. Because even though your opponent knows it's there, the act of protection and the act of you getting to choose when to use it is much more significant. Which is part of the reason why it's at 4. Because you want to see it consistently, as well as this card will be able to use it. It's one of the, from my understanding, the main gimmick is, like, you get out a Sakuya Ace for 6, while also getting out an Amethyst Mandala, immediately giving yourself a level 6 to play with, a blocker, consistent value, the draw off the Mandala, and the Mandala protection, and the Mandala interruption on your opponent's turn. That's a insanely powerful combination. It's one of the reasons why Sakuya is good. So I think it's smart of the author to try and make use of that. However, I think the rest of this misses what makes SecCon strong. This isn't in the traditional traditional sense SecCon. In the fact that you don't have security bombs that will inhibit your opponent no matter the deck. The only one that is a universal security bomb is the offensive plug-in V, which, to be fair, it's a great security bomb. However, if your opponent's going for the kill, let's say, you know, you're on, like, turn 3, they've set up, they've gone into, like, their full combo, and they hit Fireball, plug-in, Mem Boost, Hero of the Skies, Scrap Crush. That did nothing. Even though you hit 5 options, You drew a fuck ton. You are potentially set up for the next turn. The issue is that you're dead. Which is why I thought about adding Maid Mode, because Maid Mode is that little bit of piece of interaction on your opponent's turn. The issue is that you need Mandala to make a Maid Mode truly feel amazing. And you're just not consistently able to add it in this list. There is no searcher for Mandala. In fact, every searcher in the list whiffs on Mandala. There is no way to consistently find it other than just drawing through it. And your draw power in the list, while seemingly strong, because you're in the original one, you're playing 4 Fireball and 4 Heal Those Guys, and even this one, you're still playing 4 and 2. You're playing 4 Uko, 1 of the promo. You've got the Koromon Egg. You've got Digimon Emperor. You've got the Search with the Vermilion Memory Boost. Like, you have a lot of means to dig. The issue is that you're not really digging for anything. Because if you have a Sakuya ace in hand and you need to find the Mandala or even just a offensive plug-in V, you have no means of consistently finding it. The only thing that you can do is hope that maybe the draw on the Evo, the swing with the Koro, and then like a Fireball or a Hero of the Skies get you there. And you're not exceedingly memory efficient, which is fine. I think there is something here. I definitely, as I was playing it, I was like, oh, these are some interactions that I think are strong. However, I think a lot of that, in actuality, is just carried by the Sakuyamon cards. And if you're going to be playing this, why not just play Sakuyamon? You're already a portion of the way there to what I think is a competent Sakuyamon list. You just kind of cut out the rookies, you change them to the yellow cards. You cut out these cards, and you change them to yellow cards. You keep in some out of these, you keep in 4 of these, and you're in a good spot. And the deck will play very similarly to some extent, because you're still playing almost as many options, honestly. Between like 3 red plug-in, 3 blue plug-in, 4 Amethyst Mandala, some amount of cards here. Like, you're realistically going to be able to do a lot of things. However, I just don't think it's worth the squeeze. The juice is not worth the squeeze. It is fun, and you'll be able to get some laughs, and it's a Sekicon variant that I think a lot of people will be less upset with, especially because the Sakuya cards are still so new. I feel like people are going to be not as mad about them, but perhaps I'm wrong. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. I'm very sorry for how unedited it is and how there's a couple background noises that I would normally try to keep out. But happy holidays, happy new year, and I will see you guys in 2026.